Sometimes it's love that brings it down. Sometimes it's pain that makes it try. So hard to take it.
They come from everywhere, and they recognize my car and my friend's car. This is where the original colony was. Let's eat.
Waking up to reality is hard.
We can tell if there's somebody new. We would set a trap and make sure that they were fixed. You know, it's really hard to manage them when you can't touch them. Oh yeah, sometimes it's hard to get up in the morning, but for both of us, but you just picture them here waiting and hungry.
When I drive over there and see them coming, I forget about being tired or cold or, oh, the money I have to spend, because it costs a couple $100 a month if you're going to do it right.
Why animals end up at the shelter, why we have shelters at all, comes down to overpopulation. It comes down to too many good pets and not enough good homes.
The number of kittens that an adult cat can have over a lifetime, and the fact that there aren't homes for all of them. And it's so easy to take care of. When a cat has litter after litter, it affects her health, and there are more kittens out there, and then those kittens have kittens, and pretty soon you're into the tens of thousands.
Oh my God.
As a thread I'm hanging by.
Yeah.
Unravels right before my eyes. I cry. I cry. I cry.
Feel his tail, he has a funny cricket.
I cry.
Stray and abandoned animals in this country it's a multitude of problems, and of course the most recent one, the largest one, is the foreclosure market. It goes beyond foreclosures. It's people's affordability, whether it's they can't afford their vet bills or what have you. They've relocated and a landlord doesn't allow them to have pets. That's where we're seeing a larger increase in our population.
There's also a matter of priorities where people that are having difficulty caring for their families say, I can pay my rent, I can feed my children, but I simply can't care for this animal anymore.
And it's not that these folks are meaning harm. They're actually trying to do what they feel is best. They're trying to get their pets somewhere where someone will take care of them. There's other cases where animals are just abandoned. It's a tough one because we think about it every time an animal comes in. I try to remind myself that in most cases I'll never know where these animals came from. It's our job to get them where they're going.
Education is so important that people realize that the animals need to be cared for. They're domestic animals. They aren't wild animals that can care for themselves.
This kitty is lucky because somebody brought him here and he will find a home.
How am I gonna write this love letter to you when all I have are these hands?
By the end of the activity, there were 52 little cats being held up, that's supposed to be, for a year. And it was funny this last time because I didn't have quite as many people, so they ended up holding more cats, which made it effective because they could realize that they couldn't even manage to hold all the offspring of the mom. But yet they kept on coming. I kept handing them more, and that was pretty effective because they could see, no, we can't find homes for all these cats, but they keep coming. What are we going to do with them?
One of the really nice things about working in an animal shelter is kids and animals, they just go together. So you have two really joyous little beings that come into your environment every day, and it's the kids in the kitten room or during summer camp. But that is really our opportunity to get to where the core is and teaching kids the responsibilities of guardianship of these animals.
Gotta give up on love. Don't tell me that I gotta give up on love. Don't tell me that I
My job is really easy as a veterinarian in town. When I see animals come into my clinic, they all have owners that care for them. Somebody's taking them home at the end of the night. Somebody's bringing them to me because they care for them. This is a place that's full of animals that have no one. My role is mostly in spaying, neuter, and population control, which is really, really important.
We have a spay-neuter van that comes here once a month. We get between 20 and 25 animals sterilized. A lot of them are cats. So over the course of a year, that's hundreds of animals that are getting fixed.
One of the things that I've really noticed over the years, especially since Dr. Bachman is around, is Pets Lifeline is sending out much healthier animals, particularly the cats. Spaying and neutering, I guess when we were kids it probably was a big deal, but now the way we have anesthetics and pain controls, these animals, they come in, they have their surgery, and they walk out on their own power a couple hours later. And I'll tell you what I see is the importance of neutering. I practice right on Highway 12. And 3 days a week somebody brings in a dog who's running up and down the street. And 95% of the time it's an intact male dog. And I'm sure he's out looking because someone in the neighborhood's in heat. And those are the dogs that get creamed by a car, I'm telling you. People feel like it's really going to change their personality. I haven't found that to be true. They think they're going to gain a bunch of weight. You control their food intake, so I'm not buying that one. It's just part of the responsibility of ownership, is saying I'm going to take an animal in. I can promise you that whether you're giving $5 per month or $5,000 per year, your money's been making a big difference to the animals in this community. A faster adoption rate, better marketing strategies to educate the public, greatly improved medical care in our facility, the fact that we're seeing less kittens coming into the shelter, an increase in our summer camps. There's more kids coming into our camps, so we have more kids learning about how to take care of their animals. The newer shelters save you money in the end, and that's really where we're trying to get to. Building a new shelter, which of course is our dream.
House some of our animals a little bit more comfortably. Upgrade our medical facilities to do a lot of community outreach. We'd love to be able to do that, but we simply don't have the space here.
We'd like to do an after-school program here. There's no place to do it. Summer camp when the weather is like this. Reaching out to older people too. Having a place where people could come in to get information. A place where we could teach people about how to trap ferals.
If people could help support us, we've already got the volunteers and the people in place that are doing the hard work, which is to take care of these animals. We just need to help them do it better. If you can't take home another dog or you can't take home another cat, you can still help a whole lot by helping fund this.
But I worry about these little guys, you know, if Pets Lifeline wasn't here. What would happen to him?
There's just no way I'm going to let him not make it if he's
like
got
a
the will to
dream
go.
in a child, or a childish dream in